Moving on, let's talk about Ultimate Spider-Man, which is the real crown jewel of the franchise.
It's a weird way to say X-Men.
Whatever. By and large, a lot of it has been the revelation that Gwen Stacy is Mysterio, and one of like 5 Mysterios. There's a council of Mysterios. I feel like there is 5, but we might not know who the 5th is.
Yeah, it wasn't revealed yet, because if you go back to the last time we talked, when it was actually revealed, we got the flashbacks to how she was kind of in the shadows pulling some of the. There were more than 3 or 4 people in that like council circle. I think there was 6, maybe 5 or 6 people total.
Yes. Okay. All right. So we still have a Mysterio that is not 1 or 2 Mysterios that are not yet revealed. Great. Can't wait until that card is flipped over. We got that Richard was betrayed by the Black Cat.
We called it.
Yep. And the full unveiling of Venom as the suit. I gotta say, fucking great. Fucking cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
Like,
oh,
I like this like buildup was just so thrilling. It makes me really question, like, where the fuck did Tony get this Picotech suit? What happened here? How? So, like, there's several questions that are bouncing around in my head for that. We're seeing consequences for Peter's actions as being Spider-Man and the effect that it is having on the marriage. In the most recent issue that came out this week, we got kind of a mirror of one of the earlier issues of when Peter, Harry, MJ, and Gwen went out to dinner. This was sort of the sequel to that. The big piece of information is that Gwen is willing to sacrifice literally everything in order to win. She does not care about Peter and MJ's kids. She does not care about any of that stuff. And MJ socks Gwen in the face in a women's bathroom. That was the big reveal of issue 19.
From a standpoint of story, that would make sense because it's like
it's on the final page.
Yeah, and it's also like having people who are with Kingpin a part of that, like kind of keeping tabs on him as well. So they have someone in every position, like of the chessboard, so to speak, that are part of this Mysterio cult.
Can we go back to? I'm sorry. I'm so listen, yo.
What MJ?
We're talking about the Venom.
Mary Jane is that bitch, yo. Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There were just multiple points in that conversation where you can just see MJ like, yo, I know she just say that shit, dog.
Yeah.
I know she just say that shit to me, bro.
I read it a few nights ago and I was like, oh man, this is getting tense. Like,
man. Like we talked about. I feel like every single month we talk about this, but like, bro, the dialogue, that's the fighting right there. That's the fighting.
Yeah,
that's the fight.
Yeah,
that was Drake versus Kendrick. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
like it like blow for blow, bar for bar. I was like, oh god damn! And Mary Jane just said, you know what, bitch. Oh man,
we're learning also more about Richard and who he is, and sort of like what he stands for, and I think that he's learning a lot more about himself. Richard fucked up, like most teenage boys do. He wanted some cat, didn't work out too well.
It happens.
It happens, you know, man.
Can't fault him.
So
he still likes her.
Yeah, he still likes her. You know, he's having a conversation with Ben. They're hiding out at MJ's mother's home.
Yeah,
and it's just not a sustainable situation. There's 2 things. One, I want to talk about Death Watch here.
Oh shit! Oh damn it! Oh bro! Oh.
I think that I think we're getting closer to me being right in that Ben is not going to die. No. J. Jonah Jameson is now dating MJ's mother. he's gonna die. Like, come on, right?
It was one day. It was one. Well, it sounds like it's one.
Singular.
And even the way it ended, she was like, "Yeah, I thought the night was no good night, good night, Jonah."
I think
I don't know, bro.
I think JJ's days are numbered because the effect that it will have on Ben will make for better storytelling than if Ben were to die.
There's one other person who could die, and it's one I've been kind of like keeping to myself.
The daughter?
Richard,
sure.
After issue 19, I was like, that would put a strain on everything. MJ and Peter, Ben, the daughter, Black Cat, everything. The domino effect, especially after issue 19 with that Venom, which we glossed over way too quickly. Okay, we glossed over that way. The Venom symbiote.
Or what do you want to? What more can we say?
Those were great panels.
Yeah, the art was incredible. Just the brutality, the
symbiote calling him son. Him son.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know that the voice of the symbiote is the same as
I think it's Peter.
It is Peter.
Yes,
but you're right. You're right. That is
relationship, parasocial relationship going on right there.
Yeah.
I think he might turn on old dad.
He's still right now. Wait, Ty, he still got the suit, right? Like, because the last issue,
Peter said that it is safer still on him than Richard not wearing it when he goes to bed.
You know what? Richard dead.
Might be dead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Because listen, we've all been teenagers, all right? He ain't thinking rationally. We just said it. He still cares a lot about her. Even despite the fact that she put him in a room with the Sinister Six. I'm just speaking.
Then he closed his eyes and beat the brakes off of him.
I don't know if that's good storytelling to have him die. I think it's better storytelling to have somebody that he built a relationship with die.
Well, not for Peter. Peter and MJ are already on the rocks a little bit now because she even says, "I've been good with all this so far." And
now her son is running around with a suit.
Yeah, and that's the cause of their. It's because it's okay when it's Peter. Now the son's pulled into this whole superhero thing, and he's got some demon goo on him.
I think it's too easy for Richard to die.
I don't think so.
Everyone thinking that way is why it should happen.
Yeah, I don't think so. No,
everyone is gonna say it's Ben or J. Jonah, Richard.
Yeah,
or MJ,
or the daughter.
Nah, the daughter's too in. Nah, she hasn't really been like, I don't want to say important.
She's been underutilized.
Yeah, and so it wouldn't be as impactful. It's like, oh, the person who showed up in one panel every 4 issues. He's gonna say Peter dies. He's gonna say Peter dies.
Time out though. Why not her? Why not? We would never. No, listen. Depending on whatever angle it goes. For all we know, like we could start seeing her a little bit more active. She's popping up here and there. It don't got to be nothing but a couple panels, but at least she has a presence. And with the way we know Hickman's writing, or like have an assumption of it, cool. Things can play out. Okay, let's just entertain the idea that, like, all right, we think it's gonna be Richard, right? What if something happens that he accidentally puts his sister in the crosshairs? Right? That is that something that's so far-fetched?
No.
Right? Also, and here's the thing. He has a suit. He's protected. That's not to say he can't die, but there's a layer of protection there that he got, she don't got. Same thing goes for Ben. Same thing goes for Jonah and whoever else. But I'm just saying, bro, we always gloss over her.
I think there's a lot of layers of power and responsibility here.
Yeah.
That we're kind of like now I'm thinking like, okay, she's about to get struck down, and then Richard is like, no, symbiote, go save her. But then the symbiote could do one of two things: go saves her, and then Richard gets struck down instead. Or the symbiote says, your father told me to protect you. And so he stays on Richard, and so he can't go. And there's a lot of
yeah.
Anybody can die. So the conclusion is anybody can die. Yeah,
anybody can catch it. Yep. Yeah.
Hear me out. Richard dies, but the suit's still attached to him, and it's just Venom on its own, just using the body as a host, even though Richard's dead.
You're sick.
Yeah,
you're sick.
I am.
That is.
It's almost
sick.
It's spooky season. Okay, Spirit Halloween opened last week. I already went twice. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Dude, think of it. Think of the conflict Peter would have from this. And I'm just thinking, because based off of just the why I'm hung up on.
He's saying what's wrong with you for going to Spirit of Halloween twice, not because of these thoughts.
Well, because there's two different locations.
All right, fine, whatever.
So they're across the street from each other. But no, it's just like, because the main, because I haven't read issue 20, but 19, the main thing at the end was the rift now between MJ and Peter is stemming from Richard.
Yeah.
And let's face it, the daughter doesn't show up enough in the comic where I'm like, she could already be dead.
It's stemming from that, but it's also stemming from the secrets that Peter has been keeping from MJ in regards to Harry and Gwen.
Well, yeah, I mean, but
not that
it doesn't help that
cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
So, man, God, Jesus.
I don't know. I just really want a Richard versus Peter fight. I really want to see a fight between them.
That's gonna
not
happen.
Like a training. I want to see it just like, but I want it to be Hickman writing it.
Well, so that's the thing, right? I guess we can. Should we take this time and now talk a little bit about the Hickman in the room?
I say save it for later.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
with all
save
the
it
other
for
news
later.
and stuff.
Yeah.